Hi, it's Beauty again. I'm here to tell you another story. And the name of my story is Children of the Light. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my stories. It need to be retold. And subscribe to my channel as well. Once upon a time, when I was a little girl, as a tiny black seed covered in a world so cold, so careless, growing up playing in the dusty streets, a place so hot the sun burned through your skull. The same place so cold, icy snow covered your face, an icy wind blowing, cutting through your veins, entering your bones. This was Sutherland. Every season carried a light, one that shone in a tiny bedroom. My sister and I were on our way to our sacred place, entering with our books clutched underneath our arms. We were excited, waiting for our brother James. We heard loud voices. He wasn't alone. Quick, I whispered in my sister's ear. We hid underneath the bed. They were talking so softly, we couldn't hear what they were saying. We waited and waited for the meeting to end and nearly fell asleep. At last, they left. We got out from underneath the bed and pretended that we had just entered the room. Woods came, we shouted, happy to see him. This is what we called our brother James, the one that shines, he that carries the light, our brother. I was wondering what we were going to learn today. Maybe mathematics, or perhaps how to write. My brother stuttered, but he was kind and could cook us delicious stew and also fry fat cakes. At the end of the lesson, he will took out his guitar and produce the most beautiful melodies, singing along with his sweet voice, and fill the room with an aromatic smell. He loved slow jams. Ida and I loved rock and roll, so we will force him to change the tune. His favorite song was, "Thank you for loving me. Thank you for changing my life. Thank you, satisfied every emotion in me. Thank you for your true love." Were you in love when you write that song? I asked. Yes, my brother replied. With whom? My two beautiful girls, he said, smiling. Haibo, two girls. I looked at him shocked. My two beautiful sisters, Sally. You are crazy. We laughed. Just as we wanted to leave the room, my brother called us back. I had good news for you. What news? We asked curiously. You are going to school. Really? When? Yo. Hala la! We are going to school. We screamed excitedly. Mama came to look. What was all the fuss about? We are going to school, Mama. She was dancing with us. That evening, we washed our hair with sunlight soap and plaited it very neatly. I woke up frequently at night, too scared to oversleep. At 6 the next morning, we washed ourselves and quickly get dressed in our Sunday school dresses and shoes. My heart was beating louder than the drums in the church. A friendly teacher escorted us to the principal's office. We went to our classrooms. I was so happy, and so was our mother, although she wanted us to attend an isiXhosa speaking school. But there were none in Sutherland. We didn't mind. We were learning how to write essays and how to recite poems. On my way to school, I would pick up old magazines and newspapers, putting them in my school bag, which was a plastic shopping bag. At break time, I ran to sit underneath the old tree and read my magazine or newspapers. One day, I saw pictures of my hometown. Great writers were writing about the observatory. They mentioned the whites, the coloreds, the namas, and even the temperature. They even wrote poems about them. It was as if we never existed. They never mentioned the Xhosa and Basutus from Sutherland. But we were there, fighting our war, being oppressed in the worst way. I was fighting my own war, a war for light. One day, our break finished. I entered the classroom. That is it, I thought, excitedly. I'm going to recite my favorite poem today, The Sunbeam. I wrote it all by myself. The teacher called my name. I walked quickly to the front, smiling, clearing my throat. The sunbeam, I started. Beams of light. In the night, a flight, a kite, I'm holding tight. Stop! I heard an angry voice shouting at me. Nonsense, he said. I never finished my poem that day. I looked at the teacher, puzzled. His hair was shining and smelling like Camille and Brillantine. Here, he said, giving me a book with a green cover that he had opened at a certain page. Read this. I didn't want to open my mouth. I couldn't. I was angry. Read this, Kaffertjie. The teacher smacked me in my face. I felt dizzy, licking my blood. The poem he gave me goes like this. Die kaffertjie speel met Megura in sy mond. Those are the only words I remember from that poem. I love to read and to write poetry. Most poems had the ability to make me either sad or happy, but this one made me sweat. I could smell blood, his blood. I wanted to rip his heart out. I wanted to see whether it was stone or flesh. Why did he have to choose me with my black shiny face, as black as his hair? I cried soundlessly. I stayed from school for a while, waiting for my black eye to disappear, the swelling to go down, the pain to ease. But I desperately needed the light. It meant everything to me. I went back to school after a while to continue my search for the light. But wait, let me finish my favorite poem, the one I wrote all by myself. The sunbeam, a beam of light catching in the night, a flight, a kite. I am holding tight, showers and towers in the eye, flying over the sky, shining bright all night, teasing, sneezing for breathing. Tata and Mama praying, wanting, needing. Trees that bear and care. It's all in the air. Who are their heirs? Leaves or seeds? This is my story.